What's up, guys? We are in the standard challenge. We are in round 2. 1-0. We are on the play here. Alright. I guess I keep this. I can't afford to. So that's a tricky situation. You don't tell yourself that you can't afford to go to 5. You can't afford to not go to 5 at times. But I don't think this is one of the times. If we can hit our land drops, we're gonna need to hit our land drops either way. So it's really unfortunate that these are 2 red sources. This shows a blue, but it doesn't actually add blue until you can do something with it. So we're gonna put him on the bottom. He doesn't actually get us closer to anything. If we play the monastery now, it comes in tapped and it slows us down to where we don't have a Mako. I guess we're just gonna high roll it here. We're gonna hope to run into an island. Not an island, but that'll work. I guess we're going to play the fear. We don't have a good pitch, unfortunately. We're just going to go ahead and ditch the monastery now. I should have kept it, but I have other plays. It was going to come in tapped anyway. I would have, now drawing this Tursa, I would have loved to have that 3rd mana available, but hey, it is what it is. Against the blue, okay, well. Go on something fun like a Vivi. Alright, that's okay. We got our islands, so this can use blue now. So we'd love to have our cauldrons out as quickly as possible, but the profs is useful to have as well. Probably gonna counter it, yeah, that's okay. We'd rather lose that than our cauldron. And this keeps us with a good amount of pressure on. Is he gonna no, he... Huh. Okay, that's hardly the end of the world, I guess. It sucks that he doesn't have haste, but it's annoying. Because now we can tap our Tursa, so we're not going to be able to get through really now. Hey. We're gonna be 1 mana short, it looks like, I think. We'll give him haste. 3. Okay, no, I can make a... So it sucks that I can't make the dragon first. Dinosaur dragon. I don't have enough mana for that, but if I put a counter on him, then I can make the 3 mana. So I don't get to swing, sadly, but it's still a huge board state for him to have to deal with.
Listen, tuck the cannon in the low fabric, slick Rick grills, 24 gold carats. The Kimber K6s is so savage, it blew his brains all over the ghost mattress. The Cartier vintage like ghost rabbits. Man sent a Dennis Wilson crib so lavish. We went up in his face with a stone hatchet. Southpaw fight with the left like old.
So he can't cut down this.
Throw shots from close angles. Have his body laid out like a snow angel. Apply pressure till they both strangle. Arms dealers.
I'd love to draw Winter Night Stories.
Empty clips giving my all. Small fry, I got choppers that are bigger than y'all. No small talk money, just the jukes and be gone. I got shooters waiting for you.
That's pretty good too, right?
12 gauges were perfect for these kind of.
Can we just kill him?
Intimidating or big, you know, rather than just a handgun.
I think so, right?
And put the gun to their head. And I'm just like, look, if you don't give me my money.
So if we play the Thrill Seeker, I can ping here.
I was addicted.
Put the counters on him. Well, okay, so play the Thrill Seeker, fling the Thrill Seeker at this siren, put the counters on my engineer. I can then cauldron put the Thrill Seeker on the engineer as well. So that'll be 6. Yeah, he's just dead. I can fling the Tursa at him. And then I'll have 6 to hit him with, 6 to fling. So, what I've been doing against them is bringing in a ton of fire magics and the dragon fire. So they have things to spell pierce, don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit of an iffy plan. Same thing with the End of the Flood Maws. They have things to Flood Maw, but they have a lot of Enter the Battlefield, and we don't want to give them more of those. So I bring in all these fire magics, and it forces them to not be able to flood the board. They risk just getting blown out with fire magic. They have a ton of 1 toughness guys, and so if you can just keep them off of those early, then usually the Kato's not a huge issue when they don't have anything to flash in. So the curiosity is good when it goes long. If it gets into one of those long games, just even drawing a card or 2 off of it's useful. Similarly, the same reason, and that's why I bring in the Scorching Dragonfire. So you gotta have cuts. The Thrill Seeker is awesome, don't get me wrong. We just saw that lets you win out of nowhere, but it's not something you want to see a ton of early. And then similarly, what we're going to go with here is either the Winter Night Stories or the Draconics Engineer. I think having the Engineer is important. We want to keep our removal, even though the Dragon Hunt's kind of iffy. It's, you know, you don't want to be spending a bunch of sorcery speed removal to kill a 1 toughness guy. So I guess we are going to cut one of those. We're going to leave all the stories and everything. So, this is the list here. Again, we're dragging the game out a little longer. Potentially with all the fire magics. I think this is a keepable hand. It's not amazing, but it can turn quickly. We don't have anything to do here, so we'll go ahead and get our... You can see in these games that the monastery comes in tapped quite a bit, but I think it's worth having just for the times where you get into like 1,000,000 mana and don't have anything else to do. I think it's definitely worth having around still. We're not going to worry about feeding a cauldron we don't have yet. This looks like it was going to counter it first of all. Well, no, you're just going to draw a card. Huh. Well, he is actually giving me a window here. I'm ditch the land. Again, I don't have a cauldron yet. I don't want to... I'm risking having a slower game here by not throwing the Vivi. Like, let's say I high roll into a cauldron. Then I would have loved to have had the Vivi in the graveyard, but these games rarely go perfectly, so I'm not expecting that. Expecting some sort of interaction of some sort. If he cuts this down, it's annoying, but I don't like playing out sorcery speed, but or pre-combat, I guess is what I mean. Usually you want to swing first, but this prof's trigger doesn't work if you save it until after, so we're gonna do it first. He's only got 1 blue mana, so he's gonna have to either... It's annoying giving him a bunch of cards, but we're gonna try to... He's gonna have cards this game. We're gonna try to run him out of mana, basically. The whole reason I did this was to put the counters on the shark to try to split our threats up. Also, if we draw a fire magic, it'll make the Mako big enough. Yeah. So there's our cauldron. It would have been nice to have that Vivi in the graveyard at this point, but it's alright.
Apocalypse, the angel of death, the octopus, the two-headed eagle, 33rd degree Hebrew. I speak Mossad, Hamas, and the Hezbollah.
Maybe should have saved off on playing that land just in case, but
TV producer, the war's the product, and the media is the salesperson, hustling consumers, global instability, terror networks, embassy bombings, 1,000 ways to get the century popping with mobs of people storm their neighborhood banks, riots in Times Square, paralyzed by suicide bombings and tanks, defiant to evil, rides of regal, emperors of ritual, thrown by the people in the shyness, and people one got away, created an empire, made a fire, now he crying if the CIA made him wear a wire, now he getting waterboarded up with surprise, pulling out his fingernails every time he tell a lie. Pyramids of Mars, aka Kill Devil Hills, existence of God, jihad, kill devil, kill criminal official, walk through with limited edition pistols, the symbolism twist you when the clips hit you. Pyramids of Mars, aka Kill Devil Hills, existence of God, jihad, kill devil, kill criminal official, walk through with limited edition pistols, the symbolism twist you when the clips hit you.
So many notches in my belt of the victims I have accumulated. I got a vision, the light in my head illuminated. Your mind scattered and broken and battered, so it doesn't matter that a badass bastard fell down Jacob's ladder. I climb the pyramid and punch him in the eyeball, give him a black eye, take a picture with my iPhone. Now his eyes swole, ripping on my side.
I guess we're gonna play this Vivi out. And he's just passing. I kind of figured this was gonna die, so I was trying to use that as fodder, really. It's alright. Nice to have it on the battlefield, I suppose.
I got a suspicion you bitches are wishing me gone. I'm hitting the crawl and a kiss on the cheek and he's gone.
Pyramids of Mars, aka Kill Devil Hills. Existence of God, jihad. Kill Devil, kill criminal official. Walk through with limited edition pistols. The symbolism twist you when the clips hit you. Pyramids of Mars, aka Kill Devil Hills. Existence of God, jihad. Kill Devil, kill criminal official. Walk through with limited edition pistols.
I only got one blue, so.
I'm a Freemason, I'm a Rosicrucian, I'm a Shriner. Moorish Science Temple of America's Osama. Isal al-Haqi al-Mahdi is the father.
Both to the graveyard, that's always nice to see. It means he didn't want either one of them.
Trying to stay on my day. I'm a bomb, I'm a Ram, son of Shem and Fatim. Kill devil, hell, metal regime. I'm a rebel still, making bell devilish team. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I'm the deer hunter, the dirt bag to the underage bear runner. I like cold and snow, never revere summer. If God is a woman, then I never hear from her. I'll chop a tree with my hands, it appears lumber. I'm the definition of lightning, you fear thunder. I'm taking everything, motherfucker, severe hunger. You have a soft heartbeat, fucking queer drummer.
I could fire magic, but I think I need to get this engineer down.
The symbolism twist you when the clips hit you. Pyramids of Mars, aka Kill Devil Hills. Existence of God, jihad. Kill Devil, kill criminal official. Walk through with limited edition pistols. The symbolism twist you when the clips hit you.
I need to get rid of this bad. So,
Infinite. No, you don't fuck around with the infinite. There's no way you do that. Pain in hell has two sides. The kind you can touch with your hand. The kind you can feel in your heart. Your soul.
yeah, I figured he was gonna do that.
And you know,
Wah, wah.
the worst of the two is the spiritual.
I'm leaf twisted, but still kill your whole belief system. I speak wisdom, translated to street diction. A past victim of the governmental grapple. Now I slash you, I'm the slave with snap shackles. After cash rules, ALItes move with me. We murder the face involved in the 360. Face the truth, you're too dumb. You burn and failed attempts reaching the sun. I grab you and squeeze until your pores bleed. Manipulate the earth that you formerly believed. Even after you're buried underneath the soil, send a message to hell. Nobody grieve for you. Your physical mass is converted into ash. Allah's wrath is engraved on your epitaph. Spend eternity with the underground forces. Your screams echo in deaf ears of the remorseless. You don't even wanna test. Oh, you wanna kill more? Go bless. You don't even wanna test. Oh, you wanna kill more? Go bless.
The raw mangler, 7 angels of angular, strangle the pagans who stayed in the pages of diameter. Rhyme shatterer with 9 rhymes.
If I Vivi now, then I'm not gonna have the mana available to fire magic. I need fire magic. I think that gets rid of him. It doesn't prevent the damage. He just has hexproof.
I'm horrible. I burn with no time to react. Rewind that, so find apples, spines on the back. In time, I crack minds. That's what the brain desire. Messiah pulls his
Oh.
into the rain of fire. Barbed wire around pagans who read the Bible. Genocidal and liable to just cleave your spinal. Final hours, the forbidden fruit they find desirous. Study rappers bringing whackness like Kabbalah scholars. First in line to try to battle me, I left them limbless. Tragic rap was just a fallacy, I left them skinless. Beginners, keep your distance because we might be vicious. You can find me with Lewis, Logic, Trick, and pints of Guinness. You don't even wanna test. Oh, you wanna kill more?
Hey yo, when I rhyme, fortunately some say I possess a Jedi mind, so the force is with me when I rhyme. So that makes me spit. A
So
fresh
probably.
So when dread is done, even an atheist will say I blessed them.
I thought that would kill him, but I guess it does not. I thought it would do the loyalty counters. Does it not? I don't see why. It doesn't say anything that would says prevent the damage or anything to him, so I feel like that should. Oh. I feel like that should have worked. About this, I'm asking in the Magic online Discord if that was an error or not. Well, I guess it doesn't say he's still a planeswalker. He's a creature instead, so it doesn't actually. Oh, never mind. So it doesn't say that he's a planeswalker still, is why. 2 Quarry Mountains. I guess we'll still take it. It's super annoying missing our turn 1 play. And we could skip. We could instead play the Shivan Reef and play our Mako. Because you want to get our creatures out as soon as possible against that deck, but I think it's more important that we hit our turn 2 play than our turn 1. And every single land would be an active draw, so I think it's better to be lucky than good. We're gonna try to draw a land. Hey. Probably dead, but that means this would be living, so. We'll pitch one of the monasteries here. So both of these would be coming and tap next turn anyway. Hey, that doesn't though. Oh no, he didn't. I'm surprised he didn't tap one of them. So this is going to be a play out of Vivi game. He's probably going to kill it anyway. So he kind of fuels it for us, or counter it, or however. Yeah.
Game time, I'm not famous or fancy. No shucking and jiving, no Amos and Andy. Fucking with the ruckus, the sailors is handy.
So I could have discarded it, but hey.
Candy rap, of course, but candy scrap the balls. Slam cats on floors, you many pack. Heavyweight champ.
I guess we'll wait on that. We're not going to be able to play both of these.
Peabody the fiend, the team homie, your team sloppy, the beam properly, leave on your knot. The dude with disciples of Jesus Christ.
You really like to have the Prof's Edict before you Winter Night Stories. So we're going to hold that Winter Night Stories as long as we can. My guess is he counters this or does something funky here. Yeah. So he's gonna counter our drawing a card, which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. I even think we just swing into that. Well, huh. If we swing and he blocks, then he's gonna have a hard time getting his Kato. We're gonna put this in the graveyard. As nice as it is to have access to versus them, I think we just need to get some more threats here. We need to keep the pressure on if he wants to trade, and so be it. Keeps him from swinging at us. So. So this is a risking, just running into not having anything to do really. I'd love to get this Winter Night Stories down, but I think I'm gonna try to force him. Well, if I play the Winter Night Stories, this comes in untapped, so I might as well just use it. I'm still gonna want the mana. I could play this. He has 5 mana though. This sphere is gonna die. Like, that's just for sure gonna die. So dumping a bunch of counters on it, it's nice, but not if he kills it. Yeah, swing Kato. Okay, interesting. Fire magic is looking pretty good right about now, huh?
Yeah. One soul. Heavy metal kings. Patch Bell. Look. Oh, we brolic now? I'ma have to clap at his dreads. Only get a kick in the ass, a pat on the head. How this motherfucker bread box lacking in bread? That's what happened when you washed up, passion is dead.
I mean, he's gonna draw a card, but which is annoying as hell, don't get me wrong.
How the fuck son OG with no passport? Caught too many bodies, it's way too many to transport. Had to murk his man's for it, hooked to the bait. And it's blood before the beef like I'm cooking a steak. Sleeping on an OG, a rookie mistake. And it's bacon soda everywhere, cookies and cake.
Because I was almost running out of cards there, so that would have been nice to have been able to do, but that's not the end of the world, I guess.
Live off the land because Yahweh said the wolf will live with the lamb. If I got the skill to get
I gotta keep the creatures down. I need to make sure that he can't just run me out of ways to. I need the more creatures I have on the battlefield, the easier it is for me to make sure I can still answer a Kato. I forgot that this whole thing happens even. I guess I put him on here, right? Is that enough for lethal? It's not, but it's pretty damn close. Swing, Kato, so annoying. No Kato. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. Oh. This looks like this is going to be a resource-driven game, so I'm going to try to get a free draw off of this fear of missing out is what I'm doing here. Keep forgetting that I'm giving him cards with that, but I don't really think I had much choice. I should have done that post-combat, I suppose, so that way I didn't give him the draw pre-combat. I gave him an extra card, basically. Can't do this. Well, I can, but I gotta put the counters on him, and then I can do it. Of course. Okay, well, he's just countering it, actually. He's not killing him or anything. Certainly could have been worse. Could have discarded the Mako, but I'm gonna try to basically force his hand out so that we can kill him with this Thrill Seeker post-combat next turn. We're just trying to put too much pressure on him here. Yeah, it's just a... GG's. Boom, we got him. I think this is a good matchup. We can, especially with all these fire magics, you can see it's hard for them to mana efficiently keep up with us. I'm hoping that that deck is still the most popular deck so that I can keep out stuff like mono white tokens, which is a huge issue for our deck. So I think we're starting to get a metagame figured out here. I'll make a video separately about that, I think. But anyway, yeah, 2-0, baby, let's go. And you can see I'm playing like crap, so this is just shows how strong this deck is.